With the current conditions in Australia and travel being primarily within the Australian borders for the time being, caravan and camping has become an extremely popular holiday option for all ages. Caravan and RV fit outs of new and old have increased dramatically. There are a lot of things to consider when fitting out your caravan or RV, such as major appliances, electrical, plumbing, toilets, chassis equipment, home entertainment, and finally, how are you going to get it all installed? Here at Award RV Superstore, we have just about everything you need to fit out your caravan or RV, from your small little fit outs to your large motorhomes. Let me show you what we can offer you. One of the major things you need to consider when fitting out your caravan or RV is your kitchen. We've got your cooktops and ovens covered here, right from Thetford to Dometic and Swift. We've got your 2-burner with your induction cooktop, we've got plain induction cooktops, 2 to 4-burner stovetops, as well as full ovens and grills. An important part of your design process for your caravan or RV is deciding which fridge you're going to go for. There are a few different options available. You've got your 3-way fridges here, which allow you to run it on gas, mains power, or your 12-volt battery. However, you can also choose an option of just a 12-volt fridge. They can be great if you don't have gas available. Not only do we have this fantastic Thetford range, but we can also offer the full Dometic range, Bushman, and even the Vitra Frigos. They're a great accessory to add into your kitchen and will make it a lot easier for you to be able to keep your food cold for longer periods of time. If you're considering putting a kitchen or bathroom into your caravan or RV, then a hot water system is an integral part of that system. We've got all your options there, from an instantaneous gas hot water system like the Fagati or the Endless, or you can go for your tanked systems, full electric like the Duetto, or you can go for a combination of both electric and gas like the Swift units. All of them are available here. They're a great unit for adding into your system, and we can help you to do that. In the Australian climate, heating and cooling in your caravan or RV is a must. We've got you covered with, firstly, your dedicated heating. These are your diesel heaters and your gas heaters for brands such as Truma, Webasto, Eberspacher, and SunPower, and all the accessories that go with them. Next, we move on to the split system units. These are ones like your Finch underbunk or your Truma underbunk. They're great for your tight spaces where you can fit it under a bed or similar. Then we move on to the roof mounted options. These are from brands such as Dometic and Finch. They're great on top, keep it out of the way, and keep your heating and cooling all throughout the year. If the main source of power in your caravan or RV is battery, then you're going to need to be able to maintain that power in that battery. One great way to do that is with solar. We've got a great selection here, right down from your trickle chargers, all the way up to your big fixed panels on the roof. We've got all the different portable sizes for maintaining that battery power so that you can keep using all of your 12-volt appliances. If you're considering powering your caravan or RV with a 12-volt battery, there are a few options available. From AGMs to lithiums, ranging in sizes, we've got all your needs to be able to service all your appliances in your caravan or RV. What you do need to consider though is how to charge that up. So there is solar available, but there are also mains power chargers, and then there's also a DC-DC charger. What that allows you to do is use your vehicle's engine to power your battery and keep it charged up while in transit. Other things that you may need, if you're looking at a solar setup, is a solar controller. This allows the battery to be charged with the solar panel, and stops it from overpowering it. Other things available are the battery boxes. They're a great addition for your battery, keeps it nice and safe and secure, but also has some of the options there. Will have chargers built into them, they've got different adapters built into them to make them as a plug and play sort of option as well. Just like at home, you're going to need to consider lighting in your caravan or RV. We carry a full range of 12-volt lighting, from roof mounted lights to map lights, interior and exterior. We also carry a great range of all your trailer lights and your clearance lamps. When fitting out your caravan or RV with all of its electrical, you may need to think about how you're going to plug in all those electrical appliances. We carry a full range of all your 12-volt plug-in accessories here, as well as all the fuses and the cabling and everything in between. One great service that we offer here is the expertise of our staff. That means that you can ring up and we can help walk you through how to plug all of this in together. When setting up your water system in your caravan or RV, there are a few aspects you need to consider. First one being, how is the water going to get into my caravan or RV? Great options available here is the mains water inlet, tank water inlet, or a mixture of both. There are quite a few different colours, shapes and sizes available in those. The next thing is do I need to filter it? Am I getting it from a dirty water source, or do I just want to try and keep it a bit crisper and cleaner? It's a great inline one, which is fantastic for inline in the hose when filling up your tank or using it off mains water. And you've also got the dual filter system, which is fantastic for putting in if you're likely to be dragging water out of a creek or a river, similar. Next thing you want to consider is, do I need to store the water? Do I want to be able to go off grid? So then you need to think about water tanks. There are many different sizes and shapes available, right from about a 40 litre up to about 120 litres. Lots of different shapes and sizes to suit all your needs. Next thing is whether you need to use a pump or whether you're going to be running off just mains water, or both. A few different pump options. We've got right down from about a 4 litres a minute up to nearly 20 litres a minute, depending on how many outlets and how many appliances you want to run at the same time. With the taps, there are fairly different a range here, where you can go from just your standard kind of main water tap, or a hand pump tap, which is great if you want to be just pumping out of your tank. Sinks. Now these are a great option for being able to set up your bathroom or your kitchen. This is a great one for the bathroom, nice and small, nice and compact, tucks away against the wall really nicely. But there's also large ones available for the kitchen, like you have at home. Finally, you want to think about showering. So if you're going to set up a shower, you need to decide whether you're going to have an inside shower and set up a shower cubicle, and that way where you'd need a shower head and rows, or you can set up an exterior shower box on the outside of the vehicle, or you just need to quickly wash down outside. If you're not sure how to set all of this up, we do also offer water diagrams where we can take what you've got, your setup, and even give you a full diagram on what needs to go where and how to plumb it up, including what parts are necessary to do that with. If you're considering having gas appliances in your Caravan RV, then you need to set it up correctly. We've got a full range of hoses, right from the ones that are great for your barbecues outside, to all your interior hoses, but also your regulators and all your little gas fittings. Now, keep in mind that if you're going to set up your mainline gas, you will need to have that done by a licensed gas plumber. Other options available that we have here are your gas bottles, where we can do fills, we can do swap overs, and we can sell the cylinders themselves. With public toilets few and far between when you're on the road, one thing you may need to consider is having an onboard toilet in your caravan or RV. So, there are a few different options when it comes to this. You've got your porta potties. They're great for when you're camping or you just need something that you can tuck away nicely and not have to have it built in. Then you've got your cassette toilets. These do require to be built into the side of the vehicle or caravan, and they do have a waste tank that is able to be pulled out and emptied out. The final option is going for your fully built-in toilet. One thing to consider though with one of those is that you will need a black water tank, and you will need to decide how you're going to be able to empty it at those dump points. Other accessories that are available to go with all of these toilets are all of your chemicals. These help to break down the waste and make it easier to empty out, as well as the toilet paper. This is specific toilet paper for these toilets and is designed to dissolve quickly so that you don't have to worry about having a clogged up tank. If you own a caravan or camper, then there are a few aspects that you need to think about when towing. First one being the receiver on your vehicle. We've got a great range here from your standard ones to your full kits and also your drop-down shanks, especially if you've got a high vehicle and a lower caravan, or vice versa. Another thing to consider are the couplings on the actual trailer itself. We've got a great range going from your standard ones to the off-road ones to the pin couplings as well for those really big off-road vehicles. Next thing to think about is how to maintain your items. So, when it comes to your bearings and your hubs, you need to keep these maintained. We've got all the parts available here to be able to do that. A safety aspect when towing a caravan or camper is ensuring that both the vehicle and the trailer you're towing are both in equal balance. Easy way to do this is with a weight distribution hitch. We've got a few options available from both Heyman Reese and the Chemis here. These enable your vehicle and your caravan, rather than doing this while you're driving along, to balance out nicely, which will help reduce the sway when you're driving. Another thing to think about with safety is ensuring that you're not going over your ball weight. So we've got these great ball weight scales that will help you determine what your ball weight is and make sure that you're within your safety regulations of the vehicle you are using to tow. Here at the Water RV Superstore, at our dedicated spare parts stand, we carry a large range of all the spare parts you'll need, right from your plumbing, to your toilet and your awning parts, and your cupboard hardware as well. When choosing a television for your caravan or RV, there are a few factors you need to consider. The first one being that your standard home TV is not designed to maintain its structural integrity during the bumps and jostles of driving down the road. These TVs that we have available are specifically designed for your caravan or RV. First point being that they are a 12 volt and a 240. So on the 12 volt, that allows you to run it on your battery system in your caravan or RV, and it also has the mains power adapter so that you can run it if you're hooked into a caravan park or similar. We have a full range from 19 inch up to 32 inch, including some of the sizes in smart TVs, and most of them carry a built-in DVD player as well. Other things to consider are the way you're going to mount it to your caravan. So we've got a few different mounting brackets here, right from a single arm to a multiple arm and even fixed directly to the wall. In achieving the best reception in your caravan or RV, choosing the correct antenna or satellite is crucial. The first we've got in our range is the Wineguard fixed on the roof antennas. These are fantastic and will give you reception in most places. Failing that, you may need to step up to a satellite. So we've got a few different options from SatKing on this one. First one being a manual option, or you can go for the fully automatic satellite on the roof. If you're unable to mount anything on your roof, like in a camper or a pop-top, you may need to go for a portable option. These are a great addition and will give you reception in most places as well. Not only can we supply everything you need for your caravan or RV, but we also offer a great install service. Everything from the small 12 volt installs to your large fridges, gas hot waters, electric hot waters, diesel heaters, all those large appliances as well. At all times, we adhere to all the current regulations and we regularly consult with the Caravan Industries Association of Victoria. That way we stay current and make sure that we're working on your van to the utmost standards at all times. In addition to our workshop, we also have a large rear car park that allows long vehicles to be able to come in and safely turn around, as well as a secure lock-up area to keep your van or RV safe while we work on them. As well as our great big retail space, we also have this massive warehouse that allows for all of our stock to be kept here on site at all times. If you want to have any questions or queries answered, please contact our friendly staff